Brooklyn's historic The Black Lady Theater is now taking bookings. Host your next birthday party, concert, networking event, baby or bridal shower, wedding, art show, gala, corporate event, live stage play, audition, and so much more. At the one and only The Black Lady Theater. Mention code GODCAST for 15% off your rental fee. Code good for the first time customers only. Valid for a limited time. Call 718-771-0900 to book your event today.
Peace. Today is Friday, June 28th. Making today's math.
Wisdom, build, destroy, all being born to knowledge. Cipher, all being born to knowledge.
That's right. Use your wise words to add on and build to the knowledge that you bring into other ciphers, other places that you attend and contribute to. Peace. Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Team Yanadameen up in the motherfucking place. A motherfucking live studio audience in the place. Yeah, we back. You look like you was just in a trance for a second. You know?
I did?
I just caught you like.
Oh no, staring at the camera.
Oh, okay. You just looked like you was in a trance for a second.
No, I was looking at
out into the world. Okay.
looking at the camera.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, we back. We had our special guest, Shay Johnson, up in the motherfucking house. Clap it up. We were talking about, the seriousness of fibroids and,
Yeah.
I
think we were chatting off camera. She's like, oh wow, no, your shit is real. She said, I thought my shit was real. Your shit is real. Like, no, I'm seriously.
I just had to sit here and just sit to the side and be like.
Like, we for 2 seconds, we forgot she was here. Like, yeah, girl, you ever dealt with the girl?
That should be as big as a
I can't even
softball.
No, it's grapefruits.
Now, is there, before we get to, there's not a male equivalent to this, is there? Like, to fibroids, you see what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. I guess an overall health equivalent could be a hernia. I know men, I know a few men that have suffered with
I feel like prostate cancer seems to be.
But it's not. But fibroids aren't cancerous. They're benign. They
but for
are
the man, you
tumors.
see, it's even worse because it's not benign. It is cancerous. Just saying.
Okay.
You did?
Okay. But I wouldn't call that the equivalent. I think that is
worse.
Is a whole nother monster in
Right,
itself.
right.
I would say,
I was just wondering.
I would say hernia.
Because equal is not always identical, and yes, men and women, we're human beings, but we are different creatures that suffer from different, what I mean?
Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. We're smarter. Yeah. You had to stop and think for a second.
No.
Had to process.
I just had to pump the fucking brakes for a minute.
You was about to say something real misogynistic.
Nah, because I was gonna go with you. Yeah, like you said, man. But then when they put the "we're smarter" part, that's when it's like.
Well, scientifically,
Like, hold up,
we do, mentally.
Who's telling you these lies?
Maturity level.
Fuck's telling you these lies.
We do develop.
Fuck's telling you these
faster
lies.
Than you guys.
Same people that's telling you other fucking lies. Don't believe the hype. Okay? Don't believe the hype.
Okay.
Nah, you know what? I ain't even gonna front.
We are smarter.
Maybe.
Good for you.
Not smarter, just maybe more in touch with certain things. How about that?
Definitely.
How about that?
Definitely.
But we all serve our purpose, and you know what I mean? Men are different for a reason, and women are different for a reason. Mm-hmm. And when you put the two together, you have a whole. You see?
Yin and yang.
Right. But you need the yin and yang.
That's right.
And you can't say stupid shit like, oh, I'm an independent black woman. Like, did we ever talk about that before? That whole idiocy of independent black woman?
I'm not sure. Is that the equivalent of bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks? Oh, okay.
Hold up. That ain't my record.
I'm
that ain't my motherfucking record. Like, whoa.
I never said I ain't need a man, so where we going with this?
I'm just saying, like you hear this a lot in the black community, but I've never heard like the saying, I'm an independent white woman, or I'm an independent Asian woman, you know, I'm an independent. I'm an independent black woman, and I don't need no man. Like, when did that bullshit even start?
I think that started when the men started being inadvertently removed from our homes, whether it be jail or death or...
I'm sorry, but goddamn, this is a hell of a segue.
Deadbeat daddyhood, like it just kind of like a culmination of things, just kind of like, I don't know, kind of dampened women's spirits throughout the ages.
So it's funny that we even get here, because I didn't even really want to talk about this yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it real quick. We have a book here. The name of it is Black Cream, A Handful of Sky and a Pocket Full of Confetti novel, by a brother named Kenny Attaway. And it's funny because the book, now I haven't read it yet, I know the basic premise of the book, and I'm gonna, on all full transparency, this is a paid advertisement right now. But this book is about a young man who basically is living in a household where the man was removed, like what we're talking about, okay, and how his mother would bring in different men and, you know, stepfathers and the abuse that would happen, you know what I mean? And it's almost a common story that happens amongst a lot of young black men, you know what I mean? Especially when you have that removal of that father, that original father figure for whatever reason. So yeah, y'all check this book out, Kenny Attaway, Black Cream, A Handful of Sky and a Pocket Full of Confetti. You can get it on Amazon.com, and you know, where books are sold, and check it out. I just thought it was interesting how it segued right into the book.
Yeah, it's depressing, actually. I hate to think about it. It's funny, I saw something, total sidebar, I saw something on Twitter where a woman tweeted, you know, I was raised to, with the notion of, I have to take care of my husband, I have to prepare dinner for him, I have to, you know, like just kind of, you know, basically, you know, caregiver for a husband. And I saw so many negative tweets towards her. I'm reading the tweet because I'm ready to retweet it like right
like
on,
that's
sis.
positive, right?
Like that's dope. Like more women should think
and
like
they'll
this.
put a woman down for thinking like that.
The comments going at this woman, I felt bad for her. It was like, oh, so basically you were raised to be his mama? Oh, so you must like...
You want to be a slave? You a maid?
I was like, what's wrong with everybody? Like, it's okay to be this kind of woman.
Right,
like,
and these be women that don't have a man or whatever.
It's like you can still, but I don't know if it was just, I was taken aback. Like I was really scrolling down the timeline, like, wow, this is where we are in the world. Like the notion of the man being the provider and the protector, and the woman being the caregiver, and you know, being in servitude is like some fucked up shit now. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
Listen, black women don't fall for the okie doke.
I don't even know if this was like black women.
All of that. I'm just saying, back to my original premise of how they say, the independent black woman. That comes out of fear. That comes out of they're scared that they're going to be vulnerable. They're going to do all of this for this black man, commit herself, and then he's going to leave her. You see, that's where that comes from. So they say, you don't want to depend on a man because if he ever leaves you, then you want to make sure that you're good. And we got to address some men too, because when a woman does give herself like that, you can't just turn around and fucking shit on her. You know what I mean? When she's been vulnerable to you, gave her all, you know what I mean? Gave all of herself to you, and now you see she's economically dependent on you, and you use that against her. That's some fucking bullshit.
I think that's a whole nother show.
So that's what'll drive women into this whole, I'm an independent black woman type of bullshit. But
I think women just have to relearn how to be independent and self-sufficient, but still understand that you still have to take, if you're going to have a man or a significant other, you still have to learn how to balance the two.
Well, somehow this weirdly segues us into our next topic about women's independence. So prostitution is becoming...
Oh shit! That's our next topic. Just total disclaimer, I have no idea what the topics are when I walk into the show. I just play
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes I do. Every now and then we might chop it up. We might have an argument or two before the show, but oftentimes I'm just rolling with the punches.
So prostitution is becoming legal in New York State.
Is this now, soon?
How soon is it, guys? When is this gonna happen?
This is like a fact? This is something on the floor right now on C-SPAN? What are we talking about?
They're gonna get back to us with that information in a second. But apparently, prostitution, legal sex, work, the trading of money or valuables for sex.
I know what's going on.
Look at my sign language. This is trading the money.
I know what's going on. I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
What's going on?
It's too many big wigs sitting in the room right now y'all fucking up our happy ending spots. We got to do something about this.
Well, it's funny that you say that.
I bet you
because hold up. This legislation seems to be coming quite soon after what happened to your boy Robert Kraft.
Yeah, see.
Now I know he's not from New York, but maybe he likes to come to New York to fuck with them hoes.
You know that.
I don't know.
It's a secret society. All they ask is trust. Can't be blowing them up and escorting them off in handcuffs the day after they win the fucking Super Bowl.
Now, what I find interesting is, there's a lot of, this seems like this, it's almost a pattern now. Like there's certain things that, especially black people, were able to create sub-economies, within the hood by doing certain illegal activity. Selling weed was one of them.
Well, I'm about to say, we got the...
Selling weed is something that a lot of people was able to, make their little, augment whatever the fuck they was doing with that fucking money. Some people were even able to fucking take it to a whole next level. But it was illegal for us to do it. Now, white people, they want to fucking get in on the weed industry. Now weed is legal and we can have dispensaries and we're going to fucking muscle black people out of that and make sure that this is basically an industry that only white people could fuck with. When you go to now I'm not trying to glorify this shit or nothing, but I'm just talking about traditionally. When you go to the pimp game and all of that, there's a lot of black pimps. You know what I mean? Like that was an industry that certain black people indulging. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Fillmore Slim, all these type of Magic Don Juan, you know these motherfuckers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Was able to,
Bishop
you know,
Don Juan.
Bishop Don Juan. Magic. They call him Bishop Magic Don Juan.
got
Same shit.
That was cute.
The green suit, nigga.
I told
What I'm saying is black men was making this money in a subculture, you know, where white people really wasn't in, you know. How many white pimps did you know? Now white people might have been in the bigger side of pimping as far as like pornography. But I'm talking about street pimping.
Now, because we're talking about prostitution. Like, honestly, that is the first profession. No,
that's what they say. I don't know that.
I mean,
that's the myth.
I can't confirm.
We don't know that that's the first profession.
I can't confirm or deny who invented prostitution, but we do know prostitution has been going on for
there were prostitutes
centuries
in biblical times.
I'm pretty sure them pilgrim bitches was getting
selling pussy. Yes. On the boat and all of that.
Mayflower man.
It's a long trip, ain't it? You ain't had no pussy, have you?
I'm pretty sure somewhere back in Plymouth
Check this
Rock,
out.
Niggas was like, ooh.
5 potatoes.
Mayflower Maggie.
You can get this pussy.
Yeah.
You can get this pussy. 5 boiled potatoes.
Hey.
Cause that's what they was bartering for shit like that back in the days. Boiled potatoes. I bet you bitches was selling pussy for boiled potatoes.
I guarantee prostitution was the oldest profession. I can probably see
good
that.
cuts of meat they were selling pussy for. You know, like the breast meat. You see what I'm saying? Like the good piece of the cow, whatever that was.
Hey, over there in Jack the Ripper days, shit, they was prostituting for grapes.
Were they? For grapes?
Well, there was.
Are you serious?
One of Jack the Ripper's victims. Apparently that's how they linked them, because they had like grape residue on them, and at the time grapes were only for the rich people and the royals.
So you might sell pussy for grapes,
to have
like caviar.
They were getting lowered in with grapes. They knew they had a high price trick.
Wow, that's a nice little fun fact. I didn't even know that.
Total fun fact.
That's almost some shit you could battle me in Jeopardy with.
That's how they linked them all. That's how they linked them all, because
they was feeding them grapes.
They were all they
was
all
all
had
graped
like
up.
residue of grapes, and like, wait, what these prostitutes doing with grapes? This is only for rich people and such and such. So that's where all the stories started coming in, where that Jack the Ripper could have possibly been a royal,
a grape connoisseur,
or someone with some money. Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
total sidebar.
Okay, so prostitution, like,
how would that
what's
work?
the chain reaction of that? Is what I'm saying. Like, what's the chain reaction?
Instagram thought into a whole nother level.
It's gonna go from selling pussy on the low to selling pussy on the high.
That's going from the DM to the timeline. Like, you could just lay out the whole menu on the timeline.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
From the DM to the timeline. Wow, that sounds like a book. Like, for real.
From the timeline to the stories.
Wow, and it's gonna almost legitimize prostitution in certain women's eyes. You see, well, it's legal. What's wrong with doing it? It's not illegal. I should be able to do with my body, like.
Technically, I mean, in all honesty, technically, it's only illegal by law. Like, I feel like I feel like in every other capacity, it has been kind of like, okay, legalized.
Is it morally okay?
I mean, no, I'm not saying morally. Morally and legally are two different things. I mean, when we see nowadays the way like stripper culture is celebrated. I mean, let's keep it a
Right,
buck.
and that's one fucking, one cough away.
That's 1 degree
one
away
booty
from,
shake away
yes,
from
you can
being
you can legally go in the boom boom champagne room.
And we know, and if we keep it real,
you know what's going on in there.
plenty of strippers are part-time prostitutes. Like they find that right nigga, they're going home with him. You know, you give them enough money, like, you know, trust me, yeah, it's going down.
Every other rap.
There is sex in the champagne room, depending on who you are.
Every
okay?
other rap song.
How about that?
Pay me, and then this and that and the third. So hey.
I just like, what's the of all the laws that could be passed? You see what I'm saying? Like, we got laws that could be passed that can, you know, help the carbon emissions and, you know, like you see what I'm saying? Like, why are we choosing this now? Like, to make prostitutes,
we can get some reparations.
Like, which rich motherfucker really decided, hey, y'all gonna have to lax up your pussy rules in New York, because when I come to New York, I have a hard time hiring some prostitutes. Like, and this is some bullshit. What are we gonna do about this?
Shit, there's
and I got enough money to lobby.
What's all these websites with the swipe left and right, the Tinder, the hookup sites, and
right.
all this shit is already happening. We're already there.
Hang on, there's a site called, we were talking about this earlier, I think it's called Seeking Arrangements or some shit like that. And basically it's like, it's a site for like sugar daddies to meet sugar babies. You know what I mean? And you know, party in your profile, you'd be like, yo, I'm such and such, da da da. Fuck with me.
Need your bills paid?
Your bills is paid.
Need your tuition
exactly. Need your bills paid, you know what I mean? All I need is some Hetty Munster, you know, once a week, like, you know? I'm not hard to please, like, you know?
ain't got health care? Baby need measles vaccination? Come on, holla at sugar daddy.
No, just look at it. Holla at your daddy. Yeah, this is where we at.
God bless the child. Anywho.
And how do the pimps feel about this? I would feel that the pimps are not very happy about this. Like, cause in a way, well, maybe yes and no.
Well,
cause you feel like you wouldn't.
You know what?
They're still gonna have to convince the girl that they need them. And if they could do that, then it would be good for the pimps.
I think the pimps, there will always be like a purpose for a pimp, though, if not for nothing, protection. I feel like maybe the days of just giving them all your money is over, but I think there is some sort of, you know, that umbrella of security, like, hey, you know, these are my girls, guys know
and
that.
Plus, you know why? You see, because hoes need assistance, baby.
Okay. Wait, that's your pimp voice? Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear God Mighty Lord Jamar's pimp voice.
Because hoes need assistance, baby. You know what I mean? They can't be just running around. They liable to fuck everything up, girl. That's why they need a nigga. You know what I mean? You need a real pimp nigga to show them what time it is. To put them on the right track.
I'm just picturing you right now with the
collar. With a motherfucking weave and all. With a
the fish tank and the fish tank platforms and shit.
I ain't gonna lie. In another life.
Yo, that would be our day in the 70s.
Had got knowledge.
Your man was
I might coulda.
Yeah.
I might coulda.
Yeah.
The qualities are there.
Can I get any one of our viewers to draw
qualities are there?
Draw us a meme of Pimp Body Jamar. I would pay to see that.
Well, hang on.
I need the Florsheim shoes. I'm gonna need the fedora. I need to see all.
Real quick, I wanted to address this. We were talking last week. You were a little mystified about the live audience and said there was a lot of dudes and all of that. And I received a message in my DMs And the brother said, tell Digga the reason why there's so many men that watch this show is cause of her. It's cause of you.
Oh.
So they trying to say that niggas is here, that we got so many niggas because they come every week because they want to see Rah Digga.
That's a lie. I'm trying to butter this. I almost felt
That's what it said though.
The guys hate me.
But
They're
then
like,
that made me feel like chopped liver because I'm like, well, where the girls at?
Guys be like,
Hey.
oh, she's always overspeaking
You know,
the
you
guy.
know ladies love Lord J. Why y'all ain't here?
The guys be cussing me out. I'm always overspeaking him. I don't stay in my place.
Well, as long as you fucking keep this fucking peace sign together and stop.
I get cussed out for this and all my pictures that take.
It's not Woodstock anymore, okay?
All right.
Peace to the gods and earth. That's what the fuck we doing. Okay, there you go. See, you just gotta get in the habit of it.
Got it.
Gotta get in the habit of it.
No, but thank you, whoever that gentleman was. Thank you, I appreciate the love. I just be wanting more women in the audience because when we have these men are from Mars, women are from Venus combos, I just be on an island all by my damn self.
Mm-hmm.
If I asked what was the question we were debating before? Oh, would you tell a guy you had a baby on the way? All
Right.
the men are like, no. I'm like,
Why fuck up the peace?
I'm the only girl in here like, no, for real. So I would every now and then like some estrogen in the room. But shouts out to all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. All you men in the room. Men in the room. Hey, I got one homegirl with me. She's working the camera.
That's all right, but she here every week
Every
supporting
week.
you.
My girl.
We got at least 2 sisters in the motherfucking house.
How much time we got?
We getting ready to wrap it up.
Oh, I got a question for you.
Real quick.
If you had one album in the whole wide world that you could only listen to from now on, you can't listen to no other album in the world.
Damn.
No other album in the world. You gotta pick one CD to listen to for the rest of your life.
Wow. Don't do that to me, Digga. That's not even a fair question.
One
like,
CD. You got,
no, but first of all,
for the rest of your life, you got
you
one
probably end
CD
up
to
hating
listen
that
to.
CD after that. After if that's the only CD you can listen to. So you're gonna end the thing you love, you're gonna end up
You
hating
can't
after
see. You
a
know
while.
what it is? You can't think about it. You just gotta spew the first thing that comes to mind. Because if you think about it, you're gonna be like, wait, but then there's R&B.
The nation of millions to hold us back.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. That's first thing. Okay.
Public Enemy, Nation of Millions to hold us back. To me, that's one of the greatest hip hop albums ever. Like the way it was put together, all of that was just fucking retarded, yo. Fucking retarded. And it's just right up my alley with the message and the sentiment,
Damn.
the energy. Like, that's my shit.
I feel so substanceless right now. The first thing that came to mind was, ooh, Mobb Deep, infamous.
Why? Because I like the dingy. I don't know.
Mobb Deep, infamous.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I answered your question. We answered our questions.
Yeah, see, that wasn't so bad.
Well, listen, we appreciate y'all coming, spending your time with us. We love y'all. Come
Or is
on
it
back.
Illmatic? Oh God.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Listen,
Oh, I can't
come
think
fuck with
about
us
it.
next week. Once again, for Yanadameen Godcast, I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga Digga.
Peace.